This Week in Fish and Wildlife, sponsored by your local Montana Toyota dealers.
Thursday morning, time once again for This Week in Fish and Wildlife. Joining us in the studio this morning, Andrea Jones from the Montana Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. An interesting process that goes on. We've talked about it before, but I think it's worth talking about again. There's a chance for folks to be involved in this in a very intimate way. Your Citizens Advisory Committee. Let's talk a little bit about how that works.
Right. We try to get people involved on a lot of specific issues around the state. This is the committee that is dedicated to Region 3. It's the Citizens Advisory Committee, and we have about, give or take, 16 members depending on who's terming out or whatnot. And we just, at the end of 2017, lost 4 members to terming out, and we have space for some more, so we'd like to get applicants to fill diverse geographic needs and interest needs, and so we're accepting applications for that right now through the 26th of January.
Open to anyone in Region 3?
Open to anyone living in Region 3. We'd like to probably get some folks from outside the Bozeman area. Obviously, people from Bozeman are welcome to apply, but we tend to get the most applicants from Bozeman because our office is here, and that's obviously most convenient, and we have the biggest population. But we'd like to see some of the outer reaches, Gardner and down by Dillon, Twin Bridges, wherever, to get a more well-rounded representation like that.
There is a time commitment to this, but it isn't something that you have to do weekly or anything.
Yeah, I get a lot of calls about that since I put out this in a press release, and that is, it's 4 times a year in terms of your physical commitment. 4 times a year, couple hours for the meeting. We have dinner, but in addition to that, we just ask that you're talking to your community in between or after those meetings to say, here's what I learned at, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
Perfect. Now, one other thing that we talked about here a little bit ago is these season-setting meetings that are going on right now. Still ongoing as we speak. They're all over Region 3.
Yes, we've had a bunch already, and we have 2 tonight, actually. One in Helena starting at 5:30 at our Montana Wild Center, and the other one is in our at the Dillon Search and Rescue Building at 6 p.m. Again, this is going through all of the proposals. There's a few statewide that they'll touch on, and then all of the species that are up for season-setting proposals. And you have until the 24th to comment. That's a Wednesday at 5 p.m. to comment on those. There's a link right on our website. So if you can't make it to a meeting, I suggest you go to our website or to our Facebook page. We're putting up some information. I just recently recorded a presentation about the elk proposals. Most people tend to be interested in those. Not too many controversial proposals this year. There aren't that many that we're getting a ton of feedback on, but if you're interested, go there, check those out, and again, comment right on our homepage. There's a link to what we're looking to change for the next 2018 and 2019 seasons.
And Region 3 has its own Facebook page.
Region 3 does have its own Facebook page. We do touch on big statewide issues, but we do focus mostly on what's happening in Region 3.
Perfect. Again, Andrea Jones from the Montana Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. Opportunity to be involved in a Citizens Advisory Committee and, of course, in those season-setting meetings that we've talked about earlier. Andrea, thank you.
This Week in Fish and Wildlife was brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.